Rotweiler's ready to anti-win. Okay. So yeah, it looks like in that little downtime, nobody's still in Rotweiler's rank 1. Nobody's still in OSM's rank 12. OSM says, yeah, sure, let's not go for something fancy today. So didn't want to go for any elaborate series. Oh, by the way, before we get started on this one, thanks to Nathan Shaddix and also a name I cannot understand. I'm going to Google Translate this and see if I can, if Google can tell us what this says. It says Kasumi
Usually
in Japanese. Well, Kasumi, welcome to the YouTube channel as well, both of you guys. I appreciate that. Sorry if I got your name wrong. I literally don't read this language. So I typed translate and then I copy pasted your name, and Google has told me your name is Kasumi. So I guess we'll go with this.
Finally
there we go now.
Able to catch your stream. Why do you stream so late for your fellow Brits? Love the YouTube video though.
Is this late? Is this late? What time is it? It's like 10:42. That's not too late, is it? I guess it's a little bit late, yeah. So I do tend to stream like pretty sporadically, but more in the late side because I think my viewers are pretty much 50-50. Well, not 50-50, but they're, you know, maybe 40% NA, 40% EU, and then 20% rest of the world. Maybe it's 45%, and then 10% rest of the world. So I tend to stream late EU time because that's early NA time, so everybody can watch. So I do shorter streams than most Twitch streamers. I don't think that Rocket League is, or at least the content that I stream is particularly suited for longer streams.
22 of them. 22 of them. 22 of them.
Dr. Dash Dot, thanks to the numbers. Might listen to those later, because I can't focus right now. 2-0 Rotweiler, who is looking to back up his current ladder rank as number 1. Aerial shot going to go wide on the kickoff. Now, last time these two played, OSM was victorious. It was a best of 5, and OSM won it. The time before that, though, Rotweiler won it. So this actually makes the trilogy between these two. And this might be, I think, the first time that I think Rotweiler goes in as the favourite. He's been looking very good recently. Caught his stream the other day briefly, and he said that he's, you know, having more fun with Rocket League right now than he has for quite a while, which is awesome to hear. And that really does show in his play. Looking very clean. Able to keep a consistent rank 1 for most of the season so far. Failed flick for OSM. Is he going to continue trying those? That remains to be seen. Look at that save by OSM. It was a dish on target by Rotweiler, but he's speedy on the turnaround. And he makes it 3-0. Don't know if that was a save, actually. Was it just a crossbar? I think OSM might have caught a piece of it. But either way, Rotweiler didn't waste any time with the dish attempt. Boss XT141, thanks for the Prime sub. Kiwi Shep for the 5-month Prime. Welcome back. Shotjet, 6-month Tier 1. Welcome back to you as well. Do you think OSM's aerial sensitivity is too high? I don't think. I mean, I'm not sure if this is the reason. I mean, OSM's had a really, really good streak of wins on my stream as well in the past. He's one of the few players who's done this. Oh, that's about as close as you can get without scoring a flick. He's going to get it on the second try. Nice place backflip flick, but that would have been a heartbreaker to watch go over the bar and away from the goal. But Tar21, thanks for 8 months Tier 1, mate. Appreciate you.
Yeet.
Yeah, this is a matchup that I'm sure we'll be seeing more of if both these guys can stay on the ones grind, because you can just tell by looking at the mechanics of players sometimes that they're not going anywhere if they stay focused. Look at that from Rotweiler. Cuts it one way, pops it the other. He's not messing around today. It's a really cool move, actually. I like that a lot. Very, very hard to stop. RC coming, gets the ball moving quick from a standstill. 4-1 Rotweiler looking very good to start here. Now he's someone who can really chain together those wave dashes pretty well. I've seen him do this a lot for recovery purposes. Gap closing. Oh, he's missed an open net though, and that's a sign of nerves early on. Especially when he's already got a 3-goal cushion. You'd think that he'd be feeling a bit more comfortable and nail those. Well, he's nailed OSM. That's going to be 5-1. Should have been a lot easier. He should have managed this with the open net, but he'll take those. OSM's not conceded, or he has conceded possession quite a few times this game. We won't want to be doing that too often. Another miss by OSM. You know, Rotweiler's looking clean. OSM is not. But we've seen great things from OSM in the past. Another creative fake challenge by OSM. Remember, it's usually the fake challenge into reverse challenge. That time he just drove straight up and then went in again forwards. But Rotweiler's finding ways by. He's found the back of the net 6 times. Impressive stuff by Rotweiler. You know, Rotweiler's not as well known perhaps as OSM and a lot of the other players that play on my stream regularly, but he's got some good results. He did take down Ixo in a best of 5 the one time that they played as well, if I'm not mistaken. So he'll be looking to add to that little collection, I'm sure, this year. Alright, Luke Angels, cheers, mate. Good night. Yeah, see you again soon, I hope. Thanks again for, what, 47,000 bits tonight. That's outrageous. And the orange butthole bit badge. Just going to demonetize my YouTube video, haven't I? Hook shot by OSM gets on the board. Watch this again from Rotweiler's perspective, just to see how difficult it is to save those. They really do fly at you at quite the rate of knots. Rotweiler's one of Ixo's mods. Yeah, Rotweiler and Ixo, I think, are either pretty good friends or pretty good rivals. Heard Rotweiler say the other day that he thinks Fairy Peak is the best ones player in the world at the moment, which is no surprise. I think a lot of pro players would say this, or a lot of you know, ones mains especially, who have had the chance to play against Fairy, would agree with this sentiment. But he also says that he would rather play against Fairy than someone like Ixo, who's less predictable, and he feels like he probably feels like he's less in control of the outcome of the series when he plays against someone like Ixo, who just kind of wins by playing really well or loses by playing less well.
I'm sure you've made enough today to make up for it.
Oh my goodness. Hiroshu, thanks so much. More bits, 3,000 more. That's 40,000 today as well. That's honestly crazy. I don't know if I've ever had more bits than this in one stream. This is honestly insane. We're close to 100,000 for one stream. Actually, where are we at? 85,000? No. 95,100 just looking at the top 3. And then we've probably got another 200 more. Or 2,000 more. That's absolutely ridiculous. You guys are far too kind. Yeah, meanwhile, Rotweiler's just dismantled OSM in game 1 here. OSM hasn't had too many chances to test Rotweiler's defenses, but the biggest problem he's had is that whenever he is getting the possession, he's a bit careless with it. He's not holding on to it. He's not making Rotweiler work for his challenges. There was that one hook shot that I was impressed with, and there's another flick actually that's done well, but outside of these successful attempts in the final few runs up to the goal, he's not done very well transitioning the ball up the field. And that's the thing that OSM has to improve at going into game 2, mainly. He doesn't want to be losing control of the ball early in his own half and just letting Rotweiler bully him into submission. Rotweiler's a mix between Squishy and Ixo. I'm not really sure. I haven't seen enough of Rotweiler to give you a good comparison, or like a good kind of list of players that he is a blend of. But he is just one of those guys with very sharp mechanics, a solid defensive backbone to build his ones game on. This is where I think most of his strength comes from, actually, is how solid he is in defense. So if his opponent doesn't play consistently in offense, he's going to pick up free wins just by being really good defensively himself. And this series, and also more recently when I've watched him on his own stream, he's looked like the best I've ever seen him in offense too.
Catch your stream. Been watching your videos on YouTube for a year. Thank God it snowed and my classes got cancelled.
Boss XD, thanks for 1,000 bits, mate. I'm glad you can catch the stream as well. CodeAddy69, thanks for 8 months in a row. 9 month total, tier 1. Welcome back. For now, we have Rotweiler versus OSM, game 2. Rotweiler took game 1 pretty comfortably there.
I've never had more than a 2-month streak. Now suddenly I have 8. What a great new feature.
Oh my days.
Thanks.
It's happened. MWB.
At Johnny Boy _
He's made it 100k.
7,700 bits, you say?
I mean, I think it was. I didn't count it 100% accurately, but I believe so. Well, there we go. 100k bit stream, I guess. MWB makes it 100, I believe. Hey, Geo Giant 96, welcome back for 8-month Prime as well. It's awesome that I really like what Twitch have done with the sub streaks. You know, just to give people who have to take a break from Twitch those streaks back. It's pretty cool, in my opinion. If you didn't count time refunding, I'm gonna recount, but I believe it's at least 100k. I believe at least. Oh, Rotweiler 2-0. Look at that fake for the second goal here. The repertoire starting to expand as we move forward. And OSM is doing absolutely nothing with these fake challenges. One of the players who's usually so good at messing with the timing and really interfering with the approach of his opponents as they try and get close to his goal. He's not having any success with that. Rotweiler coming in for a demo. He's just scored OSM into his own goal. He's going to run back with a couple of wave dashes. Turns early, and has he just got another free goal? Yes, he has. OSM caught off guard. He thought he might have a free dribble here, or at least some alone time with the ball, but Rotweiler spotted an open, and he knew that he was in the blind side of the ball and he could sneak in there. Boss XT, thanks for 100 bits, dude. Next thing is to do is click the join button on YouTube. You deserve all of it, man. Oh, dude, I appreciate that. Today's been crazy. I don't know what happened. I mean, Luke Angels and Orochi just started having a bit battle, and it was one of those bit battles. It just started escalating, and I don't know why, but I'll take it. You know, we take those. Rotweiler didn't get the second touch he was looking for there. He wanted to lift the ball a bit higher so he could have the option of a flip reset, the option of an air dribble dunk, the option of an air dribble fake, the option of just a basic air dribble. He needed that second touch to be on point though, and it wasn't. So he decided to back up. OSM takes Rotweiler out of the game now. That's a good chance, but he's hit the crossbar. That was the chance for OSM to start a comeback here. Wavy Darkness, thanks to the Twitch Prime sub. How you doing, mate? Looks like a plat game, no lie. I've heard that one before. Nicely done by OSM. So that's actually a couple of times that he's got the ball past Rotweiler now in a row. This is the problem he's been having, is getting the ball from his half into Rotweiler's half without being challenged or by losing control. So there we go, two times in a row. OSM takes Rotweiler out of the game. The second time he's managed to score it as well. That's huge. Rotweiler remains 2 goals in front. Wave dash. It's a ground shot, goes way high. OSM was thinking about a long shot of his own, but he just didn't quite have enough boost to close the distance and get that shot off safely. He's probably missing if he tried. And he knows that, that's why he didn't go for it. Rotweiler reverse 45-degree flick, lacking pace. OSM is just trying to stay close to the ball. He knows that if he could just keep the ball close to himself when he's making dribbling plays on Rotweiler, there's a chance that he's going to get it past him. Sneaky by Rotweiler. OSM was actually running away from a demo there. Rotweiler decided not to go from it. Or go for it, rather. Instead, going for the early shot. Half volley. OSM is back within one. And Rotweiler, after having the option of going for the demo himself, decides not to take it, and also goes for a boost instead of closing the distance, pressuring the ball. I do think that's usually the wrong play to make in that position. If you get demoed, you want to start moving towards the ball as quickly as possible. Boost wasn't in the back corner for him to take, so he went to the other back corner. In doing so, he just let OSM get all the way in towards the goal with absolutely no pressure on him, and that takes away the thing that OSM's been struggling with this series, with getting the ball forward with consistency. Rotweiler's just mixing in wave dashes at every possible option. Whenever he can, he's doing it, and that's just snuck by OSM's challenge. Perfect flick by Rotweiler once again. OSM couldn't have been any closer than that to that ball without hitting it. OSM 1v1 Kaizo just so we can see him get clapped. Now we don't want to give... Is Kaizo the guy who said this looks like a plat match? Now we don't want to give these guys matches on stream. They can, you know, think this is a plat match forever for all I care. They're definitely not going to play on my stream to try and prove that it isn't, or that it is. Now, I don't know if Rotweiler got faked there or if he just faked himself, but OSM gets a goal with some element of a mind game involved. Rotweiler continues to gain good territory and kick off, so OSM's still controlling the ball, at least slightly. Good boost management by Rotweiler there. Saved a little bit just so he can get out to this ball that little bit faster. Look at the difference it makes. Beating OSM to the punch, but hang on a second, Rotweiler's whiffed it. And OSM's going to equalise. Well, that could have been a 2-goal lead for Rotweiler very easily. Certainly shouldn't be understeering like this. He's just driven past the ball. Hope it wasn't a controller problem. It looks like it might have just been careless by Rotweiler. Don't give them trash talkers a chance to stream. This is not boxing. I mean, see, the thing is, in boxing, if you give a trash talker a chance, they go in, get knocked out in 2 seconds, and that's it. We don't need to watch the rest. In Rocket League, you still have to watch 5 minutes of just boring gameplay of a plat player getting annihilated and thinking that they're insane. So it's not quite as easy as boxing. Just get him in the ring. Hello, Eclipse. How you doing? So OSM finally getting a good kickoff, and he does take the lead. It's been an interesting game here in Game 2. Right now, we've seen OSM score 5 out of the last 6 goals. I believe it all started with him focusing more on just not losing control of the ball in his own half, trying to force the plays out of Rotweiler, force the challenges. He's just giving the ball away for free. Not going to win against a player like Rotweiler, who's in form at the moment. 56 seconds left, just a goal in it. OSM's got to be careful here, and that is not careful. In fact, it's about as far away from careful as you could be, and we have a tie game. Inner Grey Ninja, thanks to the Twitch Prime sub. How you doing? Welcome to the stream, buddy. Well, that's just about the worst thing that OSM could have done here. Really no need to dive in like that. Give Rotweiler such a high percentage play. Wave dash dribble failed as OSM picks his moment to challenge perfectly. He's going wide right now. He has an open net, but he's missed it. OSM should have taken the lead there. Now he's got to defend Rottweiler's shot, which he will. It's not the first open net that we've seen this series, but such an important one. And it's going to really, really punish OSM in the end. It's Rotweiler gets a challenge in. Wave dash into the shot from the halfway line. 1 goal in it. Rottweiler's in front. 19 seconds left, and OSM's cheeky kickoff plays don't work. Rottweiler decides not to continue with the dish maneuver and instead opting for a bump. Looked like the safer option. OSM's tried to dive in. It hasn't worked. The Rottweiler should be taking a 2-goal lead here. I don't know if it matters. He won't be, actually. But he should still have this game. I say should, but I mean, strange things have been happening this match. It looks like Rotweiler is going to get the goal, but only after bouncing it around the box for a good 10 seconds. That's absolutely savage by Rotweiler. 2-0. And OSM is looking in a pretty rough spot. First time Rotweiler came on stream, he upset OSM. Managed to get a win in an upset situation. OSM got his revenge, but now Rottweiler's coming back as a favourite. Looks like he's going to take it. Does anything special happen when you hit 30? I don't know, but when you get there, let me know, because I'll be hitting 30 IRL pretty soon. I'm 28 next this Friday. Good thing I know what week it is. Yeah, I'm 38. I'm 28 this Friday, so I'm almost there myself. Puff2122 or Puff2112. Thanks for the 26 months, so I appreciate that. So Rotweiler says, don't tell him, but I hope he doesn't go blank. I'm not going to say it because OSM might be watching my stream, but you guys can read this. Okay, OSM's in the match, so that's it. We can just ready up now. It's Batmobile. So Rotweiler doesn't want an OSM Batmobile here. Let's see if that's what we're going to get. Oh, it's going to be an OSM Octane. Rottweiler will be happy about that, I imagine. On them, thanks to the Twitch Prime sub. Your birthday's in 2 days. So yours is the 6th of March or the 5th of March? Depends where you are in the world, I guess. Wait, I guess you mean 5th of March? It's right now the... No, 6th. It's right now the 4th.
What's poppin' Pimple?
Bombay, we're just chilling out watching ones. How about from you? Floor pinch by Rottweiler. Look at that timing with the ceiling shot. And he starts game 3 with a bang. He's just caught that one right as it bounces. I thought he was going to try and pinch it on the ground, but he's waited for the bounce to come back up and actually struck a half volley just like it's a ground shot. He came off the ceiling for that one. 1-0 Rottweiler. And he is backing up that rank 1 placement in the ladder with an exclamation point as well. 2-0 in the series. 2-0 in game 3 in a matter of seconds as well. OSM's got it all to do, and I bet right now he's still thinking about that second game and about how he could have had it with an open net. How can he forget? I mean, it's not easy to shrug that off and start a reverse sweep. certainly going to be an impressive one if OSM can come back from this. If Rotweiler can keep this up, if he can keep up this pretty insane form that he's showing us today. It should be a third goal. Rotweiler just sticks it top corner. He's actually missed it though. Has to double touch this, and it is awkward. OSM's going to get an easy clear, and that's actually a goal for OSM. Rotweiler didn't want to give up on this one because he'll know he should have put that in. It's not as easy an open net as we've had missed earlier in the series, but still when he should be scoring, there was large parts of OSM's goal that he could have hit with the first ground shot, and he boomed the crossbar. Tried the rebound, missed it. Tried the double touch, missed that as well. OSM says, like EXO version 2, your playstyle has changed. So I'm sure OSM by this was mainly noticing the aggression and sort of free flow play that Rotweiler's bringing to the table today. That's a miss in the corner boost zone. It's going to be a tie game. OSM is back in this. It's Rotweiler trying to do some of that free flow play, but not making it work this time. He wanted a glancing blow on that ball. Yeah, OSM to lose control, so he could get some time to grab the corner boost, but he did not give himself that much time. Yeah, Rotweiler just looks like he's making it up as he goes. It is that kind of EXO-esque tendencies, and look at this from Rotweiler. He fakes a flip reset, catches it on the ground, and I make that a turtle goal. He just caught this with the self-righting mechanism of the car. I don't even know if we have a better name for this. 3-2. Rotweiler's decided that this game he's going to step it up a notch and go for some fancy goals as well. OSM's not going to be done though. Rotweiler's got to be careful. I mean, if there's one thing that EXO's famous for, I mean, Rotweiler's just been compared to EXO by OSM, his opponent. And a couple of you in chat were also noticing this earlier, that, you know, his offense is starting to look a bit more like that of EXO. And a couple of other stylish players who are mainly ground focused but throw in ceiling shots and air dribbles and bumps and all kinds of things. It's a really elaborate offensive repertoire. But the one thing that EXO is famous for is game 5s. And sometimes that's because he makes a crazy comeback and he gets to game 5 off his own hard work. Other times it's because he manages to throw away an easy game 3 win by going for shots that are a little bit too difficult, shots that are a little bit too fancy, and ends up losing games that he really should be winning. So Rotweiler's got to be careful not to do just that. So if he does find himself in a game 5, then it's going to be completely up in the air. Who knows what's going to happen. Flick from Rotweiler. OSM saves it. That's a rebound from Rotweiler. That is going to be too good. What placement. Right under the bar. To just get the shot off before OSM could recover in time. Isn't that a turtle flick? I consider a turtle flick more when the ball's on top of the car and then you flick up into it. This one he kind of just clipped it. I guess, yeah, you could call it a turtle flick, but do you call it a flick when somebody just does a flick motion and then the ball rolls across the ground? I don't think so. It's more of a catch than a flick. But yeah, he did set up he did the exact same movement that you would for a turtle flick. It's just the ball wasn't on top of his car, it was kind of in front of his car. He did catch it though. It was a really good catch. Great goal. Tangine, thanks for the prime sub. That Rotweiler goal was for you. Hopefully you're a Rotweiler fan after what you're seeing today. 26 seconds and a minute for OSM. 2 minutes actually. Don't know why I decided to say a time like this. Don't usually read the time backwards. Flicks continue to be relatively unreliable for both players, as OSM is not doing enough that time on the first shot. And I say flicks are unreliable, but at least they're not throwing away possession completely with them by going for all-in flick shots. They are setting up chances to retaliate afterwards. OSM slots it in the open net this time. What's that boost for OSM? It looks like a titanium white sparkles, if I'm not mistaken. Oof. Okay, Rotweiler's got to be careful here. He almost caught that one perfectly, put it in his own net. He's not wasted any time getting up supersonic here. Look at that counter-attack by Rotweiler. OSM might be wishing that he just turned and challenged on this bounce here. Rotweiler needed another touch to get that ball under control. OSM might have been afraid of Rotweiler's boost totally. Wasn't sure just how much boost Rotweiler had. And there's that careless play that we were talking about. That should have been 7-5. It should be a 2-goal lead for Rotweiler. But he's tried to do a 360 aerial flick or aerial shot on the goal line instead of just burying it. And he only had a 1-goal lead when he's doing this. And now he's just accidentally flipped. It's all going wrong now for Rotweiler. He's got to be so careful here. OSM casually avoids the demo. Rotweiler's still looking for it. He's going to bump OSM miles out of the play, but OSM's still here. And he's beating Rotweiler to the ball. It's hit the crossbar though. Rotweiler with not much boost here. OSM is out of position and he's had to turn backwards. Chat is convinced it's Ixo. Nah, it's Rotweiler. Rotweiler was playing dead like this on his stream the other day. I mean, this is not like the Rotweiler that we've seen on my stream before, but I watched him on his stream the other day, and this is exactly how he was playing. It's bang on. Like, these wave dashes are very Rotweiler. Ixo's got a different way of doing it. I don't know how to describe it, but like sometimes you just watch a player and you're like, I know who that is, you know? Like you're watching somebody play twos and then they save their own shot by accident after demoing a goalie. You're like, that's Jesse. Yeah. But this looks dead like the Rotweiler I watched on his own stream a couple days ago. Look at that, 50-50 by OSM. I believe he has secured the open net this time. 1-goal lead for the Swede. 31 seconds left. We've had a change of control in the last minute here. Rotweiler should have been up 7-5. He'll be wishing he'd just taken the freebie at this point. Floor pinch is available. Rotweiler decides against it. Waits to see what OSM's got in store. Early pop by Rotweiler, but OSM's back in plenty time. Now just 10 seconds left for OSM. Rotweiler's faked a challenge, but only got OSM to fire it wide of the net. That was a boost missed by OSM. Could have been a chance for Rotweiler. Still is. 1 second. It's going to be on 0. Rotweiler gets taken out of the game though, and OSM gets 1 on the board. And we talked about this before. Said, what is going to happen if Rotweiler tries to be too fancy, starts to flex a little bit too much? Is he going to throw this one away? I mean, it looked like he had it in the bag. It should have been 7-5, but he's tried to freestyle an open net and completely messed it up. Well, I think this could be the series-defining game. Game 4. If OSM can come into this one and really start strong, you know Rotweiler is going to be pretty worried. Well, he's going to be pretty worried with what he just sees on his screen right now. OSM clatters him out of the way, and he is going to get a 1-0 lead. Alright, good night 87 Squirrels. Cheers for hanging out, mate. You enjoy the script so far? Hopefully the end is epic. Yeah, it's been a pretty good script. Pretty good script. Rotweiler with the scripted throw, of course. Love that by OSM. Lots of players would have just gone back to the corner for boost in that position. And he knows if he does that, he's going to be on the receiving end of a shot. So instead, he plays the ball first and then gets boost. He gets rewarded for it, but that's a really nice early turn by Rotweiler as well. This is a kind of proof that aggression just can be the better style. I think most of the time, just playing aggressively, it messes with your opponent's plans much more than playing defensively does. Both players there making good heads up aggressive challenges. Rotweiler again turns around early. OSM can't get back in time. The lead switches hands once again. Rotweiler's just kind of hiding behind the ball there. He fakes a challenge. OSM doesn't bite on it, but then Rotweiler knows OSM's probably going to stay dribbling that ball, maybe start a ball carry, knowing that it was a fake challenge. So what does he do? He just starts reversing towards the ball immediately, closes the gap, and he gets a chance to put a tackle in. Look at that by OSM though. He's just scared Rotweiler to the corner and he's taking the ball for a walk. And it's 2-2. This is turning into a complete mind game now. It was all mechanics in game 3, but it's now mind games in game 4. When Dapper and Ixo have a love child. I've not seen actually enough of Dapper playing ones recently to know. Oh dear, Rotweiler didn't get the right side of this one. OSM easily takes those. Yeah, Rotweiler wanted a bit less of the ball there. He didn't want to catch it quite that cleanly. That's the danger when you're driving right beside an opponent. They could just cut into you at any moment. Rotweiler misses his touch. OSM stays with it, at least for now, but as soon as it goes high, he backs off. You can pressure the ball when it's low, regardless of boost if it's close to you, but high ball, gotta just say goodbye to those. Nice play though by OSM. He's keeping it close to his car, and he knows there's a high percentage chance that Rotweiler could be diving in to challenge in these positions, so he will pop it over the invisible challenge. There's another goal straight in on the kickoff. It's rare that you see these in 2019, but you still do occasionally. This is the nightmare game 5, or game 4 rather, that I was talking about for Rotweiler. Right after he's kind of half thrown away game 3. It wasn't close enough to the end of the game to really call it a complete throw. You never know, maybe OSM would have came back anyway. Maybe he would have still scored 7 and brought it to overtime and won. So OSM did have a large part to play in this. But you can't deny that Rotweiler should have put in a 7th goal, had a 2-goal lead going into the final minute of the last game, which is a very strong position to be in. Good save by OSM. And now, you know, in a game where OSM's starting to read him a lot better, put in consistent challenge after consistent challenge. It's looking pretty ropey now for the current world number 1 in ones. Cheers for 100 bits, Boss XD. OSM reverse sweep confirmed it's in the script. I'll have to wait and see, mate. It's 24, thanks to the Twitch Prime sub. You know, if Rotweiler can't get too many more of his fancy shots on target, might well be a game 4 for OSM. Rotweiler trying to keep it simple right now. He's so clean with the wave dashes, as always. But OSM is pretty quick to recover it as well. Rotweiler with a chance, but OSM's half flipped into it. Was there an option for Rotweiler to mind game that one? It's hard to say. So he tries to double touch this actually. He waited to let that bounce, just like he did in the last game. OSM's taking him out of the game again. It's the early challenges for Rotweiler. They're not working out now. So OSM starting to see them coming, and he's turned his first touch into a lethal weapon. And how has he done that? Well, OSM is taking softer first touches. He's not hitting the ball away from himself. He's keeping it under control. And that's baiting in these challenges from Rotweiler. And then OSM can just take him out of the play. Low 50-50 saved. That's a really good stop actually by Rotweiler. Momentum advantage was firmly in OSM's hands. Rotweiler aggressive, looking for the far post. OSM was actually covered in a lot of the goal there. I'm not sure if Rotweiler would have had it either way. It's getting to the point of the match where Rotweiler has to score with his next chance. OSM stops another one. Rotweiler tries to catch him in the landing, but it's just going to be basically a 50-50 between cars with no ball involved. OSM trying to waste some time. Rotweiler's just fired it straight at him. That was another great chance for Rotweiler. Now, if he doesn't score this one, I think it might well be the game over. But OSM somehow got between it and the goal line. It's a save, actually. With a minute left, OSM is hanging on. No longer, though. 3 goals. Still a pretty comfortable cushion. Wow, Rotweiler's having to work so hard for these goals now. Worrying signs for the ranked number 1 player in Rocket League at the moment. Don't do if you didn't know this is scripted. I don't understand what you're saying, Target. I'm sorry, man. I don't know what this means. Another chance for Rotweiler. He's not got much boost. He has to score though, and he won't score. You know, it's a shot that he had to go for, to be fair. 3 goals down, 30 seconds left. And a ball carry with 2 boosts. Got to make a play on that ball. I think maybe going low would have made more sense, actually, given his boost situation. My commentary's like, this is not scripted. I try to hide it. Yes, I wonder how many people genuinely believe the match that are scripted. Look at that by OSM. Flip reset, dodge, air dribble. How often do you see this? That's just crazy. I mean, he'd already got the game won. Why not? Scored a goal just as good as anything we've seen from Rotweiler this series. And it will be a game 5. What has been a very interesting series. I mean, it started off all as a mind game pretty much. It was just players trying to read each other. Mainly OSM trying to read how Rotweiler's going to challenge the ball. Rotweiler trying to surprise OSM with his challenges, which this game it didn't work at all. OSM had a good read for the most part. I just wonder, will it be more of a mind game in game 5? Will it be a mechanical battle? Will it be a bit of both? It's just very shortly we will find out. Whole subreddit dedicated to finding out my scripts next week. That'll be the day. I saw the Rocket League Esports subreddit had a thread about me, Stumpy, and Cole's RLRS qualifier team. That's got to have triggered quite a few bubble teams. Oh, okay. No Batmobile for OSM, but we have the Zippy for Rotweiler. I can't say I saw this coming. What a change up. I wonder if he's going to make it work. Half flip saved by OSM. Just sneaks it wide of the net. He doesn't want to take it across his own goal though. Rotweiler was ready to intercept. What is this car noise? Rotweiler tries to squeeze in a demo. It's not going to work. Bump from OSM just to make sure that he's going to secure this goal. He just comes out with the okay. Like, what is going on? That is a Zippy. What is this? It is a Zippy, right? How much did I pay Rotweiler to throw the game? I didn't pay him. Listen, it's his own choice. He could have just scored the open net, and who knows what would have happened. I don't know why people are now freestyling on open nets with a 1-goal lead. Look at that from Rotweiler. We saw this from him earlier. I love this move. This is something I used to see way back in the day. Like, I'm talking pre-season 1, where you would cut the ball one way, then flick it the other. But these days you don't see it too much. Players don't rely on these moves as much as they used to, focusing more on reverse. I mean, the reverse 45-degree flick has pretty much taken the spot of the cut and backflip pop that we used to see more often. But I still like to see it every now and then. I think it's got a place in the Rocket League meta. It's got a really good recovery. It comes out really quickly as well. A little bit more of a surprising, maybe deceptive approach as well. Now that could be 3-0. Actually wide of the net though for Rotweiler. Should have been a 2-goal lead. So it's just like last game. He's messed it up. Well, this time, at least he made the right decision. He didn't try and freestyle an open net. OSM with a mind game at the near post. Ties it up though. Rotweiler will be punished all the same for an open net miss. Beautiful mind game by OSM. He's blocking the back end of that ball really well also. Very safe 50-50 approach. Graham the Ham Man, thanks to the Twitch Prime sub. Welcome to the stream, dude. The boost seal for OSM. Rotweiler counters with the mid boost. A minute gone in the last game here. OSM with a chance to shoot from distance. And he will do that, just that. The double jump shot, not quite as powerful as its dodge counterparts. Rotweiler easily stops it. Has to run away from OSM's path though. Actually let OSM shoot again. It's a bit of careless play by Rotweiler. He's letting his guard down. He's letting OSM sneak into his blind spots. And OSM gets his lead back. That was really careless by Rotweiler. We saw earlier this very same game, OSM refused to center the ball when his opponent was there. He just did not do it. Wanted to keep it in a more safe location. Rotweiler didn't do the same thing though. Another ceiling shot into pinch attempt. This one does bounce low. Rotweiler gets baited in by OSM on the goal line. And he's got to know there that OSM's got plenty boost. It's going to be an open net for OSM to make it 2 goals to the good. Rotweiler continuing to look like geek, so he's found himself in a game 5 that he probably shouldn't be in. And it's not going too well. Well, Ixo has had his fair share of game 5 wins, to be fair. Second kickoff goal goes in for Rotweiler. It's a 2 out of 3 now. Scripted OSM to drop in. It's going to be... No. Of course not. Well, I can't believe people are actually like coming up with conspiracy theories for this. No, I don't understand. Can you imagine how hard it would be to play to a script in Rocket League? It's so hard to like take the ball and then do something scripted with it. It's so hard. That's why when you watch pros and free play, they hardly ever like train specifically They just drive around. They just boom the ball in various directions, see what happens, and practice their reads. Like, Rocket League's more about reading a situation, not reading a script. Although I don't mind the script today, it's pretty good, all the same. Safe pop by our household zippy Rotweiler, but OSM's all over it. 1 goal in it. Solid boost management by Rotweiler. Getting bumps into the corner though, and that really takes away a lot of his options. Still goes for the flick all the same. OSM this time gets a stop on it, courtesy of Rotweiler. Missing most of the power. Love that dodge in the midfield though by Rotweiler. He's managed to land on the boost and take the ball away from OSM. And now, did his best Cucks impression. Where's the finish? There it is. Rotweiler sneaks up with the ball on top of his head and flicks it into the crossbar. Giving himself plenty of time to rebound. You know, saying that, OSM wasn't far off getting back. These Illuminati sides. Ixo wins Game 5 when he comes from behind. Ixo has, he had a good Game 5 record in the Manfield Live 5K this season. But he's lost 2 Game 5s to OSM in the past, where the series went OSM, OSM, Ixo, Ixo, OSM. That was the game order. So this is completely wrong for to be true to this. Look at that, guys. Rotweiler starting to focus now, and he's back in front, threatening another demo. OSM was wise to it. And that's some nice boost management by OSM. Picking a very safe time to grab it, but he's not picked a safe spot on the back wall. Rotweiler snuck up on him, and I don't think OSM realized that Rotweiler was supersonic. You know, even if he's not, he shouldn't be parking his car dead in front of Rotweiler there. Because boost or bump or demo, it's kind of all the same when you're on the back wall. You get launched from there, you're not going to be too happy. OSM is going to be down by 2. You won't be happy about that. Chance to make it 1. He's flicked it towards the top corner, and it will go in with no response from Rotweiler. Looks like he might have just missed every single boost pad on the way back to net. Yeah, he didn't even catch a small pad here. It's going to make it pretty hard to get those saves. If he had 12 boosts there, I think he makes the save. At least sometimes. As is. Messed up his approach, and now OSM is threatening another one. It's gone barred down and out. OSM looking for the top corner. Rotweiler can't get there, and it is tied up once again. Any Manfield Night 5K soon? I'm thinking of doing like more towards you know, autumn. I want to do like an autumn Manfield Night 5K this year, which, you know, if your years are going by and months are going by as quickly as mine are these days, that's going to be pretty soon. So that's like the rough plan. I want to do another EU Manfield Night 5K at the same time, and maybe do an international one. But we'll get all the players in a venue and just, you know, record some games. See who the best 1v1 player on the planet is. In best of 7 series. Could be pretty fun. Same format for an international. That's like, you know, the rough plan for the year. Maybe have that coming out about Christmas. We'll see though. A lot of organisation has to go into this, and pretty much just in the very initial design phase at the moment. OSM takes the lead. Rotweiler coming in from that angle I don't like at all. He's not goal sides, coming in sideways. So if OSM can sneak it by before the challenge connects, there will be no contact. 40 seconds, Rotweiler. Chance on the kickoff, it is open. OSM's not gone back to goal, and it's all tied up once again. 35 seconds left. Leacoy 6-2 with Prime, welcome back. It's a pretty crazy series all in all. It's been up, it's been down, it's gone round in circles, but we've ended up with a very, very tense Game 5. Both players pretty healthy boost totals, but using them all just to fight for the ball in the midfield. Rotweiler has his dodge, tries to make a catch play, and it's going to work. What a play by Rotweiler. He's done this multiple times this game, and now he's decided to catch the ball and set up a side flip shot immediately afterwards. That might be the first time I've seen those two things combined, certainly that effectively. 10 seconds left. Rotweiler on the warpath, looking to secure this win, but he needs to defend one more attack. He will use his own crossbar to put the ball in an awkward spot. OSM has boost, but he has no time, and Rotweiler will secure the win. Wasn't the way that we expected it to go after seeing the strong start that he had to this series, after seeing the lead that he had in the final minute of Game 3. But he got the job done eventually. Rotweiler in the zippy takes it 8-7. What a classic. Crazy series there by OSM and Rotweiler. Yeah, Rotweiler's peaking right now. Still has pretty good defense when he's not playing too aggressively, I'll say. I think this series he was a bit challenging, a bit too early. GG's Rotweiler. Thanks for coming on, man. Zippy's a good card, change my mind, he says. Yeah, it's good to see him stepping up the aggression, because I think he's probably going to find the sweet spot very soon. You know, what he's going to do next if he wants to elevate yet again is either be more deceptive with his challenges, because he's good at early challenges, but I think he does them a little bit too much now. It was certainly in this matchup. Or just go fairy peak mode. Just challenge early on everything and somehow make it work. Those are the two options. OSM's looking still solid, but not as good as he did last year. I don't know if everybody else has just improved and OSM's like hit a bit of a plateau, but you know, he clearly still has what it takes to go toe to toe with the best in the world. I'm sure we'll be seeing more of him. GG's.